respect sex, think that it's something that should be approached with care and sensitivity. I think there are actually just as many men. I just think they have a hard time speaking up about it, or they are not the ones who are portrayed in media or that we see around us. So I just wanted to say that I don't think all men are running around and abusing.
Absolutely, and I agree with you. I don't think all women are, doing it as well. I think we're kind of harping on, I think I would love to hear what the men have to say.
Word, step up, men.
Okay, well, the first thing that comes to mind when I think about the double standards, the double standards definitely exist, but in order for us to deal with the double standards, you have to deal with the socialization process. And that's where most of our behaviors are learned from, how we're socialized. Mm. So from the time that we're young, men are socialized a certain way in the aspect of how to relate to women. And if you grow up in an area where you don't see both of your parents, or you just have one mother, and you see a lot of different men going back and forth, or whatever the case may be. Us as young men, we kind of look at that as, okay, well, this is how we're supposed to be as a man, and this is what we're supposed to do, And then on the other hand, the same thing for sisters too, and women. You'll see that same exact thing play itself out the same way when she sees, if she doesn't see a consistent relationship, then this is what we grow up to believe is how a relationship should go. So it only plays itself out on a sexual aspect when you start getting older and the natural sexual attraction for men comes along and the natural attraction for women comes along, but there's no guidance that comes along with it to show you, okay, this is the proper context that this should be used in, or this is a healthy sexual attitude or sexual behavior as opposed to an unhealthy sexual behavior. So I think in the society that we live in today, which is hypersexual, like extremely hypersexual, everything is about sex. Mm-hmm. When you leave that just unchained, and you have a lot of young people coming into that without the guidance to go along with it, then you're going to have, the crazy situation you have. But the double standard is still there, even though what I will say though, nowadays it's more acceptable nowadays for women to express themselves sexually than it was before, and you can see that like the sister was saying earlier, in the videos, in the clothes that's being worn. Now you see, women with the low-cut dreams and the thongs on with the tattoos and so forth and so on. So it's much more acceptable nowadays because of the society that we live in.
Well, I'm sorry. Oh, great. And we have a caller, I think. Okay, maybe they called in and I'm so sorry. They'll try to call back. Maybe it wasn't a good connection. But I want to talk about that for a minute. And this is just me, kind of older. So, when I see, the whole trend with young women these days, with the revealing clothing, with the tattoo and the whole tramp stamp thing and, boobs out and them just portraying this image that, I'm a sexual being and I can have sex without, a relationship or without commitment just as well as any man. I wonder, is this a reaction, is this pressure in this society for women? We have, especially, women of color, we're sexualized way before our time. Often we become prey in our neighborhoods. You're walking down the street, you're 11, 12 years old, you got men hollering at you. We're not safe in our communities. So many women, both, of all races, women are more likely to be victims of molestation. I mean, it happens with guys too, of course, but, I've read somewhere that in America, maybe 1 in 4 women have been victims of sexual molestation or, at some point in their lives. So I'm just looking at all of these things, and I'm just wondering if this whole, I'm a woman, I'm free, I'm, sexual, is this just a reaction to the fact that our situation, we are hypersexualized, or are we really being true to ourselves? That's what I'm asking.
Well, I want to.
If I could just jump in really. Oh, go ahead.
I wanted to say, more or less, for one, with the whole women and sexuality thing, from really like the start of Women's Lib, a lot of Women's Lib has gone through different phases, and the last portion of Women's Lib is sexualization. And so, throughout the course of this particular time frame of sexualization, you see it in the videos, you see it in the clothing. I mean, for children,
you cannot blame that on women's liberation. No, go away.
Let me finish. Let me say what I'm saying. We heard you, man. Let me just say that.
All right.
What I'm saying is this. Now you see it in the children's clothing. You see it in the children's clothing. It's real sexy clothes. They teach
That's not women's liberation.
Young, not just inside of the home, but outside. What to wear, what to be, what's sexy, what's not sexy, and so forth. And so, one of the biggest things is a lot of people aren't in tune with their sexuality nor sex, and they think that sex is a bad thing. God created sex; it's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? But it's just that, like now, women are starting to feel who they are, and so at the same time, because a lot of them may have been, treated badly and so forth, some of them are operating on the same level a lot of times that men are, because they're like, you know what, we fed up, we're going to do this, and we could do it just as good as you, but we're better than you at doing it.
Mm-hmm. You know what, I'm going to...
Well, I'm here.
I'm so sorry.
I just want to jump in real quick.
Yes.
I kind of think a lot of it, from my point of view, especially in the African-American community, I think the breakdown of the family unit has a lot to do with this. I think
Absolutely.
I think the fiber of the whole home environment has been, totally torn apart, and that's just all races. But I think particularly the African-American home has totally been just broken down. Fathers are gone, brothers are not standing up. I'm sorry?
I mean, since the time of slavery, I mean, when we talk about unit, I mean, that's like a...
Yeah, but yes, but we went through a transition where we kind of supplement a lot of that with the church, and I kind of feel like so many things have gone wrong in the church that it's I mean, you even see the sexual things in the church. It's just a mess. It's a hot mess. And these girls are looking for love because they didn't get it from their broken home. Because one parent is out there working, trying to just keep food and put a shelter on, and the child's out there looking for love. She ain't getting it from nobody else. So she's like, you know what? Look at these men who are looking at these women on TV who are half naked with tattoos and everything like that. And wait, he likes her. He don't like me when I have all my clothes on. So, women try to compete with that because they're looking for love. They're not getting it at home. They're coming out here broken. They're coming out the home broken, and they're looking for it. And that's what you see on these young girls who are out here because they're looking for attention. They're not getting something. Something's missing. They're out here half naked. What you out here half naked for? What you looking for?
Can I add some stew to that real quick, to that pot? Because it just...
I'm so sorry. Michael, hold on. We've got a caller. Caller, can we just have you weigh in? And we don't have much time, but thank you. Hold on, please.
Yeah, they can have
Hello, hi, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Angel.
Okay, yay. Hi, Angel. Angel,
where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Indianapolis.
Hey.
Oh,
Indianapolis.
In the house.
My condolences on the coast.
Oh, whatever. Don't you go there. Don't you go there. Don't do that.
I have been to Indianapolis. Thank you very much. And, I flew over Indianapolis. Thank you very much. It was probably pretty cool. So, Angel, what are your thoughts on this topic?
Well, so far from what I've heard, I agree. I think everybody has valid points. And I think that definitely the last young lady that spoken about the women coming out being broken is definitely 100% true. And that is like that's just the basis of it, you know, brokenness that's occurring